Hello everyone. Today we'll be seeing three different validation approaches by which we can estimate the test error. The validation set approach, then the next one is k-fold validation, and the last one is actually jackknife, but in the validation terminology it would be called as LOCV, that is leave one out cross validation. Okay, so let me quickly revise what are these things. So in validation set approach, what we do is, if this is my original data, I divide the data into two equal parts. Okay, one part is used as validation set and another part is used as training set. So we train the model on the basis of this, means on the basis of 50% observations, and then we estimate the error on the basis of this. Okay, we can extend this to two-fold cross validation also. In the next iteration we can keep this as train and keep this as validation, repeat the same thing. So we will get two estimates of test error, so test error 1 and test error 2, and final estimate of test error would be average of these two estimates. Is it okay? This is what we do in two-fold cross validation. So what do we do in the k-fold validation approach? For the sake of convenience, let me take k equal to 5. So I divide my data into 5 equal parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Assume these parts are equal. Okay. Then what I do every time is, in the first iteration, I keep first part as test set, the red part, and rest of all is the training set. Okay, then on the basis of that I will get first estimate of test error, let me call it T1. Okay, then in the next iteration, so in the next part what I'll do is, I will keep the second part as my test data, I will fit the model on other 4 parts of the data, and I'll get second estimate of the error, test error, that let me denote by say T2. So I repeat this procedure 5 times. Every time I keep one part of the data as test data and fit the model on the remaining. So finally my final estimate of test error would be 1 by 5 T1 plus T2 plus T5. Okay, so in general for k-fold it would be 1 by k summation Ti. Okay, I going from 1 to k. And in leave one out cross validation, what we do, if I have n observations, so O1, O2 up to On, every time I have to keep one observation as test. So first I will keep O1 as test observation, and then I'll fit a model on the remaining, and I'll estimate the first test error. So I'll get Te1 as my estimate of first test error, and in the next iteration I will bring my O1 back into the training set. Okay, I'll bring my O1 back into the training set. I will keep O2 as my test observation, and I'll fit the model again on the basis of remaining, and I'll estimate O2, and I'll get test error on the basis of this. Okay, so this we go on doing n times, and my final estimate of the test error can again be average over all these n errors. So in the next lecture we will try to discuss pros and cons of these three approaches. Okay, let me stop here for now. Thank you.